you guys are really wired into the whole GTD movement.
Yes.
And a lot of people tell us, a lot of comments that we get is, hey, Evernote is something that we want to use for GTD. It seems to make a lot of sense, but frankly, I know pretty little about it.
Yeah.
I'm not a particularly well-organized person. One of the reasons that I love Evernote is it doesn't actually make me have to follow any sort of organizational scheme. I just throw stuff in there. But the more I look into it, the more people ask about GTD, I've kind of just started scratching the surface and really, this is actually pretty cool. Maybe I should take the time and get a little bit better organized. But you're a much bigger expert on it than I am. So, what do you think? How does GTD make sense, and how does it fit into what we're doing together?
Well, my experience with GTD is I needed it badly, and I discovered it. It's been like 4 years ago or so that I've been keeping my inbox at zero, if you will. You've probably heard that. Yeah. GTD is absolutely a different world when it comes to productivity. Right. I, too, am not that organized of a guy. I'm kind of a productivity guy is how I'm known, but the reason I'm known as a productivity guy is because I'm inherently disorganized. And I discovered GTD, implemented it, made a tremendous change in how I worked. But what I noticed is that I was managing a group of about 20 people, production people, okay? And I was very organized now and doing very well, but my waiting for folder, which is a thing that you have organizationally in GTD, my waiting for folder, or the delegated items that I had sent out, became kind of a black hole. I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
And it became a sense of consternation for me. I'd lay awake at night, gee, I wonder if that person's going to get that done. You know how it is with delegation, it's a little tough. So that's really the genesis of the Pelotonics system, was to kind of organize that waiting for folder, okay? Now you take Evernote. There's another concept in GTD called ubiquitous capture. And essentially, it means that you need to go into your inbox and get those 23,000 emails and capture them all into a trusted system. So a lot of them you're going to delete. Others you're going to classify as certain actions need to take place, etc. And you get it into this system, this trusted system. Well, my trusted system for my waiting for folder is Pelotonics. And now I see increasingly so Evernote becoming my absolutely trusted ubiquitous capture device. It's a system, it's a software application, but it's really a device to me. I mean, I have my phone. Whenever I'm out, I'm taking voice notes or tapping things in, etc. So that's really, like you say, the way that I don't forget anything is Evernote. So now that I take this ubiquitous capture piece, marry it up with my waiting folder management piece, which is Pelotonics and Evernote, it's kind of a holistic solution, I think, for GTD. It becomes very good, especially if you're a manager or dealing with a lot of group work.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think this universal capture thing is a really neat concept, and it's maybe one way that I think we think about this a little bit differently from what various productivity tools have done in the past. We really think your trusted system, if that's the right terminology, that's your brain. And we're not trying to give you another trusted system. We're trying to make your brain good enough that you can trust it. And that's the main thing we set out to change. Is we said, well, universal capture, don't put it somewhere else. Keep it in your brain. Just expand by what you mean by your brain. Make your brain bigger. Make it available in any computer, in any phone. Give yourself perfect recall. Build that as a platform, and then see what you can do. And you guys are the first example of the then see what you can do.
Well put. Because I'm noticing a difference just personally. So I see this as kind of the perfect GTD system, if you will, the holistic solution for that.
Well, I'm really excited to start using it and see what you guys come up with. This is kind of exactly what we had hoped for when we started designing the API and when we launched it. So it's great to see the progress so far.
Very good. Thank you.
Thanks much.